Coming up on American Farmer. At present, the agricultural industry stands at the threshold of what may very well prove to be the most dramatic advancement in agricultural practice since the advent of conventional chemical fertility.
Hi, I'm Charlie Cowan, producer for American Farmer. Beneficial microbes have been found in association with many different plants. These microbes improve plant growth and health through several mechanisms. Learn more next.
Today, the world is faced with rapidly increasing demand for food in the midst of serious constraints on soil and water resources. This reality calls for a need to manage higher crop yield outputs while improving soil and plant health in order to decrease the incidence of plant damage from disease and seasonal pressures.
The restraining forces facing the farmer are water availability and the availability of cultivatable land, as well as the negative impacts from the intensive cultivation practices today on soil fertility.
At present, the agricultural industry stands at the threshold of what may very well prove to be the most dramatic advancement in agricultural practice since the advent of conventional chemical fertility.
Microbial technology involves the use of microorganisms, which when applied to seed, plants, soil, or fertilizer, promote plant growth and plant health by increasing the supply and availability of nutrients to the plant.
Florida-based company Pathway Biologic demonstrates an instinct for innovation in applied agriscience with their advanced microbial technology on fertilizer, a solution that is changing outcomes and helping growers grow.
The real key to Pathway's momentum over the past few years has been the consistency of our products' performance for the growers. Application after application, season after season. Our growers are experiencing increased crop yields, increased marketability of their crops through the uniformity of their fruit sizes, increased plant health benefits, which translates into a greater resistance against a multitude of different types of diseases and pressures, which altogether generate a higher ROI on our farmers' entire nutrition management program.
The Pathway program that we're on currently has improved our farming by leaps and bounds. The greatest improvement would have to be the fact that we don't fumigate. Fumigants are very expensive, but with Pathway, it's very inexpensive. We're able to use the same amount of fertilizer, but it goes farther. We have a healthier plant. The plant can support a larger piece of fruit, so our uniformity is precise. We have seen that on all of our commodities. The tonnage increases, so the box count is higher, and that's bottom line what you're looking for as a farmer, is more to sell, so your ROI is higher. The benefit that we see on the grocer's end is the longevity of the shelf life has increased pretty significantly. We eat the same thing that we sell to grocers, so we see that ourselves.
At our operation is Mobley Plant World. We have 12.5 acres under cover here and 22 acres in Georgia. We began using Pathway through a recommendation of one of my customers. We saw that it was so much better quality of the plant that was being produced that we ended up incorporating it into our whole program for the facility. The disease pressure that we've seen is constant, but since we've started using Pathway, our incidences of disease within the greenhouses have subsided tremendously.
Imagine a technology capable of formulating microbes on fertilizer, enabling growers to manage higher yields, lower fertility, and lessen water usage with no extra work, all the while performing effectively on all crop types and in all agricultural soils. This would certainly be great news for an industry facing a demand to generate crop production over the next 40 years that is equivalent to its total production over the last 10,000 years.
Pathway's merged microbial technology is making the integration of a microbial program simple, fast, and less costly for both the fertilizer supplier and the farmer.
Pathway's patented merging of fertilizer and microbes into one homogeneous dry or liquid product is extending and enhancing both fertilizer performance and driving yields, as well as soil performance, creating a better home for plants and their roots to achieve optimal health.
Exhausted soils need help to regain balance. Balance is key, and Pathway's microbes are an integral change agent in the soil to improve the efficiency of water and fertilizer for the plant. Improving yields and plant health really boils down to nutrient conversion. Pathway products bolster the plant's biochemical potential for growth, health, and defense.
Looking at enhancing fertilizer uptake and availability to the plant has certainly been at the forefront of that. As we look at new technologies being provided by Pathway with their microbial technology has made a significant impact. That return on the investment for fertilizer utilization at the farm level. Partnered along with Pathway, we believe we now have new technology for the toolbox that will make a significant impact to their return on their investment.
Citrus greening I've been studying it and watching it in the state of Florida for over 10 years now. In essence, it does a stoppage of the circulatory system of that tree. Well, after many years of trying various biological products, I've seen some good and bad, but the inconsistency was always a problem with them. You never could depend upon being able to replicate the results day in and day out. With the Pathways and their approach to quality control, I've been totally impressed with knowing when we put this out that the results will be there and they will be positive.
My first introduction to Pathway was when we had a serious disease problem called Phytophthora palmivera. In desperation, my son, who was managing that operation at the time, moved the whole nursery. And we were soon going to be in a position we couldn't grow anything. Before we started with the Pathway, we had started injecting chlorine gas into our water. And then we were introduced to the Pathway, and we started injecting these microbes into our water. After having used the Pathway program for several years, we're getting suppression of pathogens. And if that plant doesn't have a disease growing on it, it grows healthier. It grows better color. It grows faster. It's much more efficient. Another aspect is that we are able, because we get faster growth and more efficient growth, we're able to turn these more often. And if we can turn them twice, or if we can turn them 4 times instead of 3 times, it's a tremendous lessening of costs because of residency. We don't have to have these plants here with the tremendous overhead as long, and that really cuts our costs. We can grow much more efficiently. Our fertilizer efficiency improved dramatically, so everything improved. It's one of those deals, it doesn't cost, it pays. It pays very well.
Biotechnology advances have been made in medicine, industrial production of fuel, pharmaceuticals, food products, and much more. Now, with the help of Pathway Biologics, biofertility can be added to the list.
The few companies that are in the marketplace with microbial technologies have primarily focused on biocontrol, essentially biopesticide and fungicide. Pathway Biologics' main thrust has been on biofertility products for plant health and plant growth. Pathway's focus on biofertility has taken it down the fortunate path in the development of its science, its products, and the delivery of microbial technological solutions that are proving to be highly effective and highly efficacious to growers' fertility programs.
Today, thanks to Pathway's biofertility products, farmers are experiencing consistent and predictable plant growth and plant health results.
By merging the microbes with our fertilizer, we're impregnating all of our blends that go to the field to make a difference for our growers. Microbial technology is truly unique and different, and headed towards biofertility today, that we are able to get a free ride to the field in every dry formulation, every liquid formulation, by encapsulating onto the fertilizer or impregnating the liquid solutions.
Polymicrobial technology is going to play a major role in the future of agriculture, outperforming single strain strategies. It's a strategy to combine various and different microbe strains to collectively accomplish a task. Pathway builds from pure cultures. We have an extensive library that we pull from. The basis of pure culture allows for unparalleled consistency. We know our cultures are going to induce root development. We know our cultures are more efficient in nutrient uptake, and we know that our cultures improve crop quality and uniformity for our clients.
Beneficial microbes have been found in association with many different plants. These microbes improve plant growth and health through several mechanisms, including production of compounds, facilitating availability of nutrients from the environment, and even counteracting pathogens. Some bacteria can solubilize phosphorus and make it available for the plant. Others increase root surface area, where more phosphorus can be absorbed by the plant. All of this is of great importance to plant health because phosphorus is critical for plant growth and development and is one of the least bioavailable plant nutrients in the soil.
Pathway has a collection of beneficial microbes. We identify our beneficial microbes using molecular techniques. The process consists of extracting DNA from those beneficial microbes, sequencing a desired fragment, and then finding the best match for it. We also use molecular techniques to identify our microbes to strain level.
Pathway's advanced microbial science is literally at the root of maximizing the genetic potential of plant growth and plant health with root colonizing microbes that have a robust symbiotic relationship with the plant roots, as well as endophytic biochemical reactions that perform inside the root tissue and plant.
With Pathway as our technology provider, together we can make a significant impact to our growers' both top and bottom line, which really comes to sustainability for all of our farmers.
Pathway's microbial science is designed to support and accelerate the natural biochemical dynamics, specifically in the plant rhizosphere, where the symbiotic relationship between the plant and the microbes is optimized. This in turn optimizes the ecological fitness of the plant and influences biochemical pathways for plant growth, plant health, and plant defense, no matter what the environment throws at it.
What we are witnessing here, in the laboratory, in the field, and in greenhouses such as this one, is that Pathway's biological technology is on the absolute leading edge of this global biological revolution in agriculture.
Pathway's focus is to be an effective microbial technology partner for agribusiness clients, fertilizer manufacturers, and distributors supplying fertilizer to American farmers across the United States and growers all over the globe.
Pathway's focus as a company is to be an effective microbial technology partner for our agribusiness clients, who are fertilizer manufacturers and distributors who are supplying fertilizer to American farmers across the United States, as well as to growers across the world. Just as we value our partners' fertility expertise, they value our microbial domain knowledge and our operational agility to move fast in taking new products to market at a low development cost for them. We're seeing a dramatic increase in grower appetites for the adoption of Pathway technology and a surge by agribusiness companies, in particular larger fertilizer manufacturers and distributors who have the ability to scale up and deploy this promising technology to the agricultural market.
For more information, visit www.pathwaybiologic.com or call 866-496-4065.